know what time it is, right? I see you're all here and not at the gym, so this is your substitution. We need all your help here now. We're gonna get you all up on your feet.
Water.
All right, let's give it to them.
Anyone needs some? Water. Water. I'll put my dollar in this.
2, 3, 4. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we are to be. We are one, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we are to be. We are one, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we are to be. We are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. sacred source. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever before. 'Cause here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning and welcome to everyone. I think we're having a little microphone issue, so I'll try to keep it working if I can remember how to do all this. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Westlake Village, where we welcome everyone who's on their spiritual path. All faith traditions share one thing, and that's love. Love is their bottom line principle in all of the religions of the world. We here teach that principle of love through the teachings of Ernest Holmes, which is Science of Mind. I'd like to ask Diane to come up and help me perform a ceremony that we do every Sunday and before our Wednesday night service and our Sunday service. And it's to honor all the faiths of the world, all of the faith traditions. So as Diane lights the first candle, it is for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. And when Diane lights the second candle, it is for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. And Diane lights the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. And as Diane lights the fourth candle, we light it for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. And Diane lights the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. And as Diane lights the sixth candle, it is all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as that path of love. And as we light the seventh candle, it is for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. And as Diane lights the eighth candle, it's for the religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and, of course, peace. As Diane lights the ninth candle, it's for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And as Diane lights the 10th candle, it's for all of people who are yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit or God in their lives. And as Diane lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love. Thank you, Diane. Well, usually I have one word for our practitioner word or thought for the week, but today I have three words. Love, forgiveness, and honor. Last weekend I had my 7-year-old granddaughter, and she wanted to do arts and crafts. So we went to Michael for a few things, and $102 later, I had every jewel in the store, every piece of paper, cut out hearts, and a lot of glitter. Didn't we have a lot of glitter? All over our table and floor. In fact, I sent everything home with her to my daughters, and my daughter says, if you ever buy her glitter again, I will kill you. And then my granddaughter said, but Grandma doesn't mind. Gotta love being a grandmother. But as we were doing this, I said, wow, you're just making so many hearts, and they're so beautiful, and so many jewels. And she said, yes, I want to give it to as many people as I can find. I said, wow, who? My mom, my dad, Dylan, and Dylan is her 4-year-old brother, who they don't always get along. I said, oh, that's great, you love Dylan. She said, of course I love Dylan. He's my brother. But I don't always like him. In fact, I don't like him most of the time. And I said, wait a minute, let me get this straight. You love Dylan, but don't like him. She says, I love the real Dylan. I don't like when he's not real and punches me. So I thought, wow, that is profound. And I started thinking about it. And we are love, right? That's our teaching. Spirit's within us. Spirit is love. So when I'm coming from the real me, I'm coming from the authentic me, my spiritual me, who I really am. But when I'm punching, although I don't think we go around punching people, although there are moments I have, but when I criticize myself, you know, that inner critic, you should have done this, you should have said this better, you shouldn't have said this way, you could have been nicer, or you judge other people for what they didn't do or did do or should have done or could have done or would have done. That's all critical and judgment. And have you noticed that when you pray and you do your treatment work, that not always do you feel God or the power within. And if you're not feeling it, when you do your treatment, our teaching is you put your word out there, you have the prototype in your mind, the belief that goes behind what you're declaring, along with the feeling from the heart. So you have to bring head and heart together. And the reason I say that is because when you don't have the heart consciousness, when you don't have that heart consciousness, you don't have that feeling behind it, and you really don't believe what you're saying. And what you're saying becomes rote. Have you ever found yourself going into treatment, God is all there is, I am one with God, and so forth and so on? Are you doing it by rote up here? Are you speaking from here? When you speak from here, you hear it. You feel it. So I suggest forgiving, because forgiving yourself and others, when we don't, and we hold it in us, we don't block our connection to God or Spirit, because we can't do that. But we can block our awareness to the presence of love within us. And the third thing I want to suggest is honor. Karen did a great talk one time about namaste. The divinity within me sees the divinity in you. The love within me sees the love within you. The love within me gives the love to you, to your divinity. So honor. We need to honor ourselves for walking this path called life. I don't know about you, but life takes a lot of energy to live. And I think we need to congratulate ourselves, number one, for walking the path, doing our very best for walking in principle, but giving out our love, forgiveness, and honoring each other. And just to speak about honor, we have a Tree of Life in the foyer. Has anybody ever taken the time to read that Tree of Life out there? Yep. Okay, there are several people here that have just purchased leaves, and I believe Kelly put them up. So go out and read them. I know that Diane, you put up leaves for your 2 grandchildren, right? What were their names? Five. So you're honoring your grandchildren. And Jeannie, I saw Jeannie come in. She has the boulder, which is the foundation for the tree up there, in its honor of our teaching. That's what she wanted on her leaf. And I know Linda Price, I don't know if she's here or not, because Larry just had surgery, and she has a leaf up there for their 35th anniversary, I believe. What is it? Oh, 50th. Oh, I really honor her leaf for 50 years. And I have a leaf up there from my husband, Sean, for overcoming the obstacles that he's had to come in his life to the wonderful place that he's at. So I want to encourage you for this month, make February be the love month, the forgiveness month, and the month that you honor all those around you and including yourself. So thank you very much for letting me share my 3 words with you. And now let us have our affirmation. Stand and say that together. This is a new day, and I gratefully rejoice in it. The vibration of abundance precedes me everywhere I go. My life is a dynamic expression of health and wholeness. The radiant energy of God's love charges all of my relationships. The evidence of joy is everywhere in my life. Wow, how gifted, how blessed, how wonderful I am. So be it. Amen. And let's sing our song together.
To be humble, to be kind, is a giving of the peace in your mind. To a stranger, to a friend, to give in such a way that has no end. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are the core, we are how we treat each other and nothing more. Tell me what it is that you see. A world that's full of endless possibilities. Views don't look like they used to. They look like you do. We are love. We are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace forevermore. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other and nothing more.
Boy, such true words have not spoken before. We're having mic trouble, I think, Ron. So as he fixes that, I would like to ask you all to give our wonderful Kim a round of applause. She doesn't really need any introduction. She's a wonderful lady, a lovely lady. She is somebody who really walks the principles of this teaching. She is a practitioner, and she is now teaching a class that I understand is absolutely wonderful. I've gotten such wonderful feedback. So let's bring Kim up on stage and have her give us a wonderful message.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for getting, oh, I love that. Do that one more time, please. Good morning. Oh, yes. Can you just please show up at my house every morning? Because I would love to hear that every single morning. One more time, please. It just really gets me happy. Good morning, everyone. Whew, that could be like music in the mountains. Thank you for hooking me up here, sir. Thank you so much, Ron. Everyone good this morning? Good. It's so good to see everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Take a breath with me, please. I want us to catch that right here and right now, we are standing in the midst of such enormous change in our lives that it is almost so big that we can't even see it with our outer eye. Would you agree with that? So whether it's in your individual life, whether it's in the life of the world, whether it's in the life of the community that we're in, we are in, the midst of massive, massive change. So how many of you wake up in the morning and say, come on, change, just bring it on? There's a few hands, just bring it on. So by the end of today, I would love to inspire you to wake up tomorrow morning and say, okay, change, come on, just bring it on, because I'm ready. Marianne Williamson says that change brings on the challenge for us to grow. Brings on the challenge for us to grow. I want to wake up every single morning with the challenge to grow. Because if not, then we're staying stagnant. And what happens to stagnant water? It's not good. Stagnant anything is not good. I love you guys are awake this morning. Thank you. So we don't want to be stagnant. And anytime we are pushing away change, fearing change, because that's the whole reason that we push it away is due to fear, because we forget who we are in the midst of change. I don't want any of us to forget who we are. I don't want to forget for one moment who I am, and I don't want any of you to forget who you are for one more second. I have this joy of teaching spiritual liberation class. Are there students in here? Woohoo! Here they are, raising their hands. Love that, love that, love that. When we were in spiritual liberation class, I asked everyone, I said, how many of you know that a good portion of your life you were living unconscious? And how many would like to live much more conscious? Because what's that percentage of where we're actually consciously awake and activating our lives every day? And everyone thought about it. And so I asked them, if you were to gauge a percentage of how much time of your day you think you are unconscious, doing things just by habit, not really thinking about it, the chatter's going off in your mind, how much would that percentage be? Anyone have a guess? Ah, God, I love honesty and truth. It was very close to that. It's ranging between 70 and 90%. That's a lot. I want all of us to just turn it around and know we're standing in the midst of making a stand today that we'd like to be conscious 97% of the day. Could you imagine? Change would be nothing. Change would be happening so fast every second because we'd be standing there knowing I'm choosing to be conscious right here, because guess what? When we're conscious and choosing change, we're remembering that that one power, one presence God is right there with us. See, this is the really great news. Change is happening everywhere, and there's this one beautiful, magnificent truth. Your connection to God never changes. It grows and evolves, but it does not leave. Just because change is happening and we must let go of things in life doesn't ever mean that Source has left you. It never shall, never will. It's an impossibility. So the good news is you can bring on change and say, welcome, just come on at me, because I'm standing and backed by the power of the universe, and nothing has taken that down. Can you do that tomorrow morning? I can't wait, because if at my house, I'm going to hear this. I'm going to hear everybody's feet hit the floor tomorrow morning and go, bring it on, change, because I'm backed by the power of the universe, and nothing has taken me down. I'm just getting brighter and lighter and bigger and more. That's the consciousness we get to just vibrate out right now. Because when we vibrate at that consciousness, the entire world begins to shift. Shifts. We get to embrace change, see it, know it's happening, and stand in the middle of it and shine so brightly that change adjusts to us. I had this amazing adventure a couple weeks ago. I have a lot of amazing adventures. I like amazing adventures, and I'm not picky. They could be the smallest thing, and it's still an adventure to me. And I was going for a run in the mountains, and it was right after that big storm a couple of weeks ago. So there was a good portion of time that I couldn't go for a run in the mountains because it was too muddy. I woke up and it was sunny, and I thought, oh, today will be good. I could do this today because it'll start to be dry. So I get to the edge of the beginning of the trail, and I made a choice. I'll take the big fire trail today because it's wider, it would dry sooner, the sun is on it. The small little trail in the back of the mountains is probably still pretty muddy. So I start on the trail, and as I come around the corner, this massive fire trail is completely flooded. There's nowhere for me to get around it. I mean, there's just like a whole lake in the middle, and I thought, okay, this is interesting. I wasn't thinking this was happening. So I looked at it and thought, okay, I could move around this. I could bend. So I'd found a way to go around it, and all of a sudden, I'm right on the edge, and this big lake is here, and I hear this sound that I had not heard in these mountains for years. Running water. I had not heard running water in those mountains for years. And I'm standing on the edge of it, and I didn't even care if I fell in this pond at this point, because all I could hear was just this gorgeous sound of water just moving through the mountains and down, trying to find its next place that it was going. But it was moving. So it suddenly made this lake worth it. I didn't care if I walked in the middle of it, because I got that. Then I came around another bend, and all of a sudden I'm starting to catch up pace, and I turn another bend. I'm like, oh no, the path. And the path, as wide as it is right here, is completely covered with the biggest tree you've ever seen that has snapped due to the storm and is down in the whole path. Fire trails are big. Fire trucks go on them. This tree was that big. It was covering the whole path. So again, I stopped and thought, okay, this was not like this the last time I was hiking through these mountains. I had to get creative. And I had to crawl underneath the tree and try to be underneath it and keep going, thinking, I am getting my exercise today. Whether a lake stops me, a tree stops me, I am hiking this mountain. So when I made it through the tree, I just turned around, and I was noticing how this massive tree had snapped. In the middle of that storm, it couldn't bend. And it snapped and broke. And it was I just stopped and looked at storm hit, change was in the air, and it couldn't flow. It couldn't bend. The other half of it was still right there, strong as ever, because it was rooted to the earth. It was like the roots were so strong, and as I stood below this tree, because now I'm underneath it, I had the sense of all the life that was being born that this tree was giving back to the earth. It was just this profound, okay, in the midst of change, there's still seeds of transformation happening in the middle of this tree. Is this making sense? I know I could think kind of weird things when I'm standing under a tree, but it was really good. And then I came around another corner, and thank goodness, because sometimes I'm looking like this, thank goodness all of a sudden I happened to look down because this fire trail had a massive sinkhole. All of a sudden, where the water had been going through, created this huge hole that I literally went, whoa! And it was, I do exaggerate sometimes, but I think it was 20 or 30 feet. It was big. And all I knew is I would have been tumbling down there. There's no one up there, no good cell reception. I may not have been found unless I started singing or something, but it was big. So for me, the lesson again was, wow, this whole mountain has changed in the last 2 weeks since I ran. And it's fine. The earth is adjusting. The earth is adjusting. The tree will be moved. And it'll be a different path, and there will be different lights shining through where that tree blocked it before. This hole will adjust, and it will be filled. That pond is going to dry, and I better enjoy the sounds of that music of the water rushing through this mountain now, because it's not going to be here in 6 months. And it was just such an epiphany of the earth is doing fine in its changes. It's adapting. Can we learn from that and bend? Can we be like the roots of that tree and stay so grounded, but if we have to bend in a storm, that we do that instead of snap? That there's things that we get to learn from the earth. We must stay rooted to spirit. We must stay connected to the source at all times. Because in the midst of change, when we're connected to the source, nothing can knock us over. You may bend, you may move, you may cry, you may be in joy, but you come back to your center. Agreed? So that's the first one. We must stay rooted to our center in the midst of change, because that's the changeless reality that God is always there. In the midst of all that, God is right there. We have a constant in the midst of change. The second thing is we must bend and flow. Like the water, like the tree, we must bend to know that we can move with change and still come back to our center at any time. Our constant, beautiful center. And the third one is we must stay awake and alert. If we didn't stay awake and alert, I'd still be down in that cavern, and all of you would still be wondering, well, how come she didn't make it to Sunday service today? She's still hollered in the middle of the mountain somewhere. But if we're not awake and alert, we are going to stumble and fall. So we have an absolute beautiful opportunity right now to stand in the midst of all this change that's happening in the world, in our community, in life, and say, right here, I'm going to bend. I'm going to lean into Spirit and know that I'm so connected. Just imagine that. Imagine yourself as a tree, that your roots are running so deep into the earth that that is your connecting rod to remember that I got all I need right now. You could be in the middle of the forest with nothing, and you will still have all you need because you have an unlimited source Spirit moving through you that will gift you all you need at any moment. So we can come across the challenges, the big challenges in life. We can come right to the face of them, and I invite you in the face of them to shine so brightly that you radiate your light, that you are standing connected to source energy and radiate so much light that that situation and circumstance bends to you. Please do not go looking for the light, for something to fix it. Just be it. We have these wonderful tools that we could be right here and be praying for the other side of the world. That we could be right here and be praying for everyone on this planet. That there is no separation, only when we create it. So with the ability to just line up and think, I'm rooted, I'm not moving. I'm welcoming change, because in that change, I am going to grow and transform. We have that at our fingertips, the ability to transform in the presence of one another. And if we practice what Reverend Joyce said about forgiveness and standing in honor and truth, we can honor one another in this room and beyond, and bend to every change that is before us. I want to read to you something of Ernest Holmes, because I think I could read Ernest every single day. He says, persistence, flexibility, and patience are necessary. Persistence, flexibility, and patience. If you just took those three words and thought about that in every day of our lives right now with all that's happening in the world, persistence, flexibility, and patience. With a good-natured flexibility with yourself, learn to rise from confusion into peace, from sadness into joy. There is no law for you, but your own soul shall set it, under the one great law of all life. Turn to the light within. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in the high impulsions that come to you. Listen deeply to the divine nature which forevermore imparts itself to you. Spirit is absolute, unlimited, and ever available. Spirit is right where you are. Spirit fills all space, flows through all forms, creates everything, governs everything through love, controls everything through law, and expresses life and beauty in everything. We are the divine expressions of life and beauty just by being present. All of you right now are the perfect divine expressions of love and life and beauty just by being present. Now I invite you to take this energetic field of love and beauty and persistence and flexibility and flow and connection and move it out to every activity of your day so that you are 97% conscious at all times. Who's game for that? Yeah, who's game for that? Can we just connect with each other, practice patience and so much love that we are bringing it on in all forms? Every bit of strength is right in this room. Every bit of love that you need is right in this room. Everything you need is right within your soul. Right within your soul, whether it's a good day or a bad day. That's amazing to me. It could be a bad day. It's not a bad day for Spirit. Spirit's right there. It's not a bad day. There's never too much. There's never a challenge that God's saying, oh, I don't know about this one. Whew! This one's going to take an army. That's not even a possibility. Spirit knows no obstacle because it sees through it. It's not there. And when we can see with that kind of inner eyesight, that we can see past the circumstance before us, I invite you to practice that all week long. You see a circumstance before you that looks fearful, that looks scary, that looks like it's too much. And see right through the center of it. Because right through the center of it, you're going to see love. Right through the center of it, you're going to see humanity. Right through the center of it, you're going to see an unstoppable you. I invite you to be unstoppable you. How many of you have seen that movie, The Hidden Figures? Oh my God. I thought I was leaving the theater like this. Right? Didn't we love that movie? It was amazing. Those women were unstoppable. Talk about living these principles. Courageous in the midst of change. Courageous. They weren't screaming and yelling. Life changed. Everything changed around them, and they adjusted and bent and brought themselves back to center, guided by Spirit, and stood in the midst and said, and I could do this because I'm working with an unstoppable presence. Okay, the writer didn't write that line in there, but I know that's what they meant. I know it. Because their actions followed suit. Their actions stood tall and present, even when someone said, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing here? I'm adjusting, and I'm gonna show you how to run this big computer, she said. Even though she thought she was gonna be out of a job, I will show you how to run this massive computer. Because that's how big the vision was. They were unstoppable, and they were beautiful beings just like us. And there is no difference between them and the astronaut that flew and us and the guy next door or the person that's bagging our groceries. There's no difference. We are all light bearers, and I just invite you today to shine so, so brightly that you take this on. So tomorrow morning, will I hear all of you? Whoa, this is going to be so good. Okay, so now I take things very seriously. So I just want all of you to know, tomorrow morning, I'm going to be sitting at, well, I get up early, 6 a.m. I want to hear everyone start stomping their feet right about then, saying, bring it on, challenges. What's oh, that's going to be fun. I could put it on speaker and just like hear it, right? Yes, I just invite you all to just honor one another, honor the path of your strength, and know that your roots run so deep that there is no change that cannot transform your lives. Yes? Can we take this to prayer? As I lead us in prayer, I invite you to just wrap your consciousness around the entire globe right now. That the God is presence is so present. So present. That I accept and know that the one power, one presence of all that is just rising up through each and every one of us. That the sense to just remember that there is no separation. There's one magnificent, glorious God moving through us. As spiritual light bearers we are. How grateful I am that we have a body to give and receive love, to give and receive forgiveness, to give and receive so much light that we wake each other up by our sheer presence. How grateful I am. I bless this congregation. I bless this room. I bless this day. I bless our families, the world, our community. For I know in this moment that we are truly accepting that change may be upon us, but we allow the light of universal strength to shine through us so much so that we are growing expansively, evolving beings that have all we need at every moment to say yes to the changes that are happening, and yes, that transformation is present. And in transformation, more light is revealed on this day because of our willingness to allow it. I bless this beautiful Center for Spiritual Living, the ministers, practitioners. I'm so grateful to everyone here, grateful for our beautiful music, grateful for the whole team of people that bring all of us together, grateful for everyone in their chairs and those that are watching live stream. I bless us all and know the truth that Spirit is being activated and all is well. For this, I truly trust and let go. There's nothing to hold on to. I just let it go. And together we say, and so it is. Amen, amen. Bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much.
celebration today, and we're going to celebrate greatness. All of us, greatness, because God is everything and we are that. God is great, then we're great. So we're going to celebrate your greatness. The person's next to you is greatness. A whole room full of greatness. Not ashamed to say it. Your name is great. We'll shout it and proclaim it. Your name is great. Oh, and greatly to be praised. Your name is great. We're not ashamed to say it. Your name is great. We'll shout it and proclaim it. Your name is great. Whoa, and greatly to be praised. Spirit, we're not ashamed to say it. Now, Spirit, we'll shout it and proclaim it. Now, Spirit, no wisdom is not the name of Spirit. Your name is great. We're not ashamed to say it. Your name is great. We'll shout it and proclaim. Let's now shout it now. Whoa, and greatly to be praised. Your name, oh, your name, not ashamed to say it. Your name is great. We'll shout it and proclaim it. Your name is great. Oh, and greatly to be praised. Spirit, we're not ashamed to say it. Now, Spirit, whoa, we're not ashamed to proclaim it. Spirit, no other name above the name of Spirit. All right, let's get it now. See you. I'm gonna serve you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna tell the world, tell them all of you. I'm gonna serve you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell the world, tell them all about you. Your name is awesome. Your name is mighty. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is awesome. Your name is mighty. Greatly to be praised. Your name is awesome. Your name is mighty. Your name is great and greatly to be praised. Your name is awesome. Your name is mighty. And greatly to be praised. Spirit, we're not ashamed to say it. Now, Spirit, oh, I'm gonna proclaim it. Spirit, another name above the name of Spirit. Oh, send now, Spirit, baby. Yeah. Spirit. One more time, let's now say. I'd like to take a moment and acknowledge a couple of friends we brought today. Starting at the, where's Tracy? Tracy Frakes and Florence Riggs in the middle. Thank you, girls.
Thank you very much for that. Well, Brian, did you write that song?
That's a song by Israel Houghton.
Love that song. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. And thank you, girls, for joining us. Thank you for bringing us your talent. So right now, I'd like to have the ushers come forward. and just be prepared, because there's only a few announcements which I want to bring to the forefront right now while the ushers are getting ready. Next Sunday is Dr. James Mellon. He will be speaking here. The Season for Peace, very, very, very important. There's a workshop on Sunday, February 19th, and it's going to be from 12:30 to 3:30, and this is really, really important. It's all about the peace of who we really are. And every year, Sherry heads this up for us, the Season for Peace, Season for Nonviolence, and boy, we really need that now, don't we? So I really encourage everyone to please see Sherry in the foyer after the service to sign up for this workshop. And also, the Sunday, the 26th, will be the annual meeting where we'll actually be voting. So it's really important. Today we're going to have the presentation by Dr. James Mellon. After the service, stay in your seats. We're going to go right into the meeting, and so this way we can not be here all afternoon. Okay, so just stay in your seat. The meeting should not be more than an hour. You can ask any questions that you have. We already have paper that we will pass out to you that will have many questions on there and answers as well that may come to your mind. So with that, if the ushers would come forward, and let's say our offering affirmation together. Have to turn it off, it goes up. Spirit in me is the open door to new ideas. Divine love flowing as me blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, and all that I give and receive. I enter a new life of prosperity and success. We give thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right, and so it is.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for the sinner, Spirit. Thank you for the sinner. Thank you for the sinner, Spirit. Thank you for the sinner. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Oh, thank you for this music, Spirit. Thank you for this music. Thank you for this music, Spirit. Thank you for this music. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Oh, this healing, this healing, this healing day. Well, thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Yeah, this healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Oh, this day. For this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day.
Here together, we know that all of these gifts are ones that are from Spirit to us, through us, and for us to share with everyone here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Westlake Village, in our lives and in this community. We know that each is given with heartfelt thanks for the work that is done here, the outreach, the sharing, the love, and the community. So with gratitude, each and every person who serves, who attends, who is watching the live stream, each and every person contributes to this community, to our works, and to our shared experiences. So we let this be known, we shout it to the world, and together we say, and so it is.
this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day.
Thank you, guys. Is there anyone new here for the first time that has never been here before? Please keep your hands up. We have a package for you. And as we're passing out those packages, I'd like to, are there any children this morning in the, yes. Oh, I saw your little one here. Yes, who's with the children today? Liz is in there? Oh, they're running around. Oh, they'll have a lot to tell us. So just a reminder, the minute the service is over, please stay in your seats. We'll give you like a minute if you have to run and have a cigarette or go down the hall to the ladies' or men's room. But that's it. That's all you get. Are they coming? Oh, yeah, they're coming on in. Yes? No? Well, we'll let them take their time to come in. There they come. Da, 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 da. I don't think they have anything they want to tell us here. Well, they're going to think about it? Okay. Hi. Hi, guys. So what did you do in there today? Did you learn something? Well, why don't you come up here with me? Come on upstairs. Can you come upstairs here? What is your name? Tell me your name.
When I was here, I haven't done this in so long.
I know, it's good to see you. So what are you guys doing? I see a heart in your hand.
We were making these heart-shaped valentines, and we had to write on the back and like all of that. I just wrote, I love you, and all of that. And then that's it, basically. And then we learned about Valentine's, and we said the prayer.
Oh, nice, okay. And are you going to come up here, Lacey? Come on. What is your name?
Lexi.
And Lexi, let me see what you did. Wow, turn it around so everybody can see it. Beautiful heart. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. And who's your friend here? Come on up. Come on up. What's your name?
Caleb.
Wow. Nice. We could have used you a little earlier with no microphone. What did you do here? What did you see? A heart, right?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
So I also made this for Mommy and Daddy and Mimi.
But where was the glitter? Oh, no. Anyway, I'd like the practitioners to come forward, and maybe not on the stage, just right in front here, and help me treat us out and pray us out. But there's a quote that I want to read before I do our prayer. It's from Ernest Holmes, and I agree with Kim. I read from this thing called You. If you don't have that book, that's a great book. This is one of my very favorite quotes. It is, love is within us. It cannot be destroyed. It cannot be ignored. To the extent that we abandon love, we will feel it has abandoned us. Denying love is our only problem, and embracing it is the only answer. Through the power of love, we can let go of past history and begin again. Love heals, forgives, and makes whole. So taking those words deep within your heart, because this is the love month, the forgiveness month, and the month to honor yourselves and others. So just know that when you do dive in deep within yourself and touch your soul, you know that there's only one power, one infinite intelligence that responds to everything and brings to you what you need for your spiritual growth, happiness, love, success, and health. And for this and so much more, I am so grateful that I am not only one with this power, God, but one with everyone else that's here today on the live stream and in the whole world. I do feel at peace knowing this, that I can stand in my truth, stand in my love, and forgive and honor, and knowing who I really am, and will move and bend within the changes of this world. For I know that I am here along with everyone else to heal what needs to be healed and to bless who needs blessings. So with that, we now stay seated in our seats and go into our meeting with that heart consciousness, knowing that every word that is spoken from Dr. James and every question that comes from anyone else here all comes from our heart, from that divine wisdom within us. As Dr. Ernest Holmes says, we are open at the top. We listen without judgment. We take it all in. We enjoy and just sit with a grateful heart and give thanks for today's service, for everyone who participated, and for everyone who's going to be participating in our meeting. So knowing this, with a grateful heart, I release my word to the activity of law, and it is already so. So together let us say, and so it is. Amen. And let's sing together.
Everybody join us in sing the song with us. Living in wholeness is where I'd like to be. I'd like to fall into some uncertainty. With love all around me, I keep my head up high. Living with ease, I feel so alive. And if I get a feeling that something isn't right, I know that to surrender, I'll give it to the light. I'm living in peace, I'm living in love. And there is joy and happiness that helps me rise above. You're asking what's faith, what dreams are made of. No matter what the question, the answer's always love. The answer's always love. Sometimes I obsess on what lies ahead. Better to know right where I'm at. Stay out of my way and I won't be misled. Keeping it simple, I stay on the track. Sometimes I know that I need a new direction. I turn to the light for a course correction. I'm living in peace, I'm living in love. There is joy and happiness that helps me rise above. If you're asking what's faith, what dreams are made of. Well, no matter what the question, the answer's always love. I'm living in peace, I'm living in love. There is joy and happiness that helps me rise above. If you're asking what's faith, what dreams are made of. Well, no matter what the question, the answer's always love.